Welcome back to Gossip Media. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Let's get into today's stories. Iggy Azalea is clapping back at Kanye West after he made some tweets yesterday about her and her son. So let's get into what Iggy had to say. It's crazy how much I know about that man and the things I could say. Thankfully, I'm nice and I don't want to involve people who don't deserve to be mixed into his manic episode. But let's keep it cute because I know who you send your penis pictures to and the weird fantasies you have shared with other men. Most of Hollywood does. It's not a very well kept secret. Okay? I've never heard that before, but moving on. Also, true story, he asked me to fly to Wyoming and shoot the Yeezy campaign in 2020, and I declined. Men are delusional. Hopefully, the women you date marry consent to the pictures you send of them to other men. I'm not the person he should be talking about, trust me, because I'm just as crazy and I will tell it all if I hear my name mentioned again. Nuh-uh, not Kanye pissing Iggy off. Jess Hilarious crashes out last night on Instagram and she crashed out some more this morning at the Breakfast Club. Let's take a listen to her rant.
We're supposed to be a team up that bitch. Not one person comes to my defense at all. Like when I'm like not one motherfucker ever with this online shit. Like why the fuck should we have to keep playing it? Man, listen, I know one thing. Angela, you ain't that motherfucking crazy. Not as crazy as niggas try to make her out to be. Nah, it's the reason that lady wanted to leave that show. I don't know how she did that shit for 13 years, my nigga. I'm telling you. I don't give a fuck. Y'all already know what's up with me. I feel played with. I'm gonna play with niggas. Like, that's just like, come on. I've been quiet a lot. If Jess Hilarious is quiet, it's a motherfucking reason. I always got my motherfucking mouth open. All the time. How about y'all clear some of this shit up for y'all teammate? That shit is ran like a high school. Yeah. It's ran like a high school. It is. Fair Eastside High. Fair Eastside High. Before Mr. Clark, though. Like when he first got there. Y'all want a bitch to keep her cool. Look, check this out, y'all. Look, man. I get up every fucking day. Every day. And they always talk about, you ain't at work. Yeah, bitch, I started picking up more shows. Hell no. That's how I'm getting. Hell no. I have more fun outside the fucking studio than I have in there now. Is you crazy? Ain't no part-time little shit that I got. I got a contract that I negotiated and I got it. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm on air. She overtalks. She's overtalking me. Loren knows she does this shit. Whatever. I've told her about this shit many a times. You know, she overtalks me. I'm like, yo, shut up. All right? Or hush, be quiet. Yeah, that clip that y'all saw. Yes, shut up. Be quiet. Yeah, I said that. And I've meant that. You know what I mean? That's the only way to get her to hush. So I'm like, all right, cool. One day, I told her, because I went in the comments, I'm like, all right, people don't like that. All right, whatever. You know, I'm not her mother. She's another grown woman. I have to respect this lady. But she's not going to keep talking over me, yo. I'm already confused on why the fuck she's still here. You know what I mean? Like on air. Not in the building. On air. Right? So I'm like, all right. I told her, be quiet the next day. Charlamagne texts me and he says, yo, don't tell her be quiet. You tell her shut up. Play into that narrative of y'all beefing, y'all not liking each other. Why the fuck would we do that? But I'm like, you know what? All right, cool. She cool with it, I'm cool with it, because I'm not a be quiet type of bitch anyway. I am a shut up type of bitch. Ask my kids, right? Even a 7-month-old, ask her. So then I asked again, I'm like, all right, so she's going to be the fourth host. That's what it is. Whenever we do find that, you know what I'm saying? It's just a bunch of beating around the bush. Nigga Corey, that nigga ain't saying nothing that ain't nobody else saying. It's just that he don't like me. He already don't like me. So it's like, all right, he gonna pack it on. You know, them niggas let her have a failed day with Jess, because I done had a failed day with his ass. Trust and believe that nigga still hurt. Still hurt that I wouldn't accept his apology. Still hurt. That's on him. Still hurt. You know what I mean? It's okay. It's all right. He'll be all right. You know what I mean? But I don't care. Y'all gonna hear me. I don't do that. The problem is communication. Yeah. It been that. You rich Jess, who cares? Nigga, I care. I still care. Because it's still about policy and protocol and it's principles to this shit. Nigga, like, nah. The shit that Corey said, it's been said. It's been being said. You feel me? You know what I mean? Like, nah, I'm not doing that shit. So, like, I'm not gonna be quiet and shit. Nah, I'll be at work tomorrow. And if a bitch badge don't work.
So that's her venting. Let's take a listen at what happened when she showed up to work today.
Okay, all right. So the narrative, like I said, with the online ish, that's what I said. Y'all ain't nobody trying to clear up no narrative about nothing. Ever since I came back, it was weird. Yes, it was weird. Yeah, I at first, no, I did not. I wasn't too fond of Loren. No, I wasn't too fond of her when I came back because we had a whole plan. Even how when I came back, how I pick her to fill in for me, right? I come back, she ain't never leave. Then, all right, cool that she don't leave, but she's on only during my segment. If she was meant to be a full host, move her in another way. Why she got to be moved in on? Because nobody had a problem with Jess with the mess until she started reading right. You know what I mean? Till she started reporting. I wasn't hired as a reporter. I was hired as Jess with the mess. So she started reading and delivering details and all that stuff.
Yes.
Then that's when Jess with the mess wasn't good enough no more. That's how it was presented. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Who said that though? Because the internet said
What
that?
are we talking about? No. This is our listeners. This is yeah. Why can't we worry about the comments? And these are people that enjoy the show and watch the show. It's not all about Instagram. It's YouTube. It's like we have people that have been watching the show. Yeah, she's great at what she do. That's why I picked her to fill in for me. But when I came back, it's like, what's going on? If she's gonna be a fourth voice, why she only got to be a fourth voice
correct me
on my segment?
She wasn't a fourth voice. She was a producer. She was hired as a news producer to help with getting all news and doing interview
She was going to be
questions.
the senior news producer.
She wasn't on there. When you came back, Loren was not on there. She was in the back doing questions, sending interview questions, reporting the news. Am I lying?
I thought you was.
She was on air.
They told her don't step in this room.
Yes, but I thought you was on purpose.
What? You thought I was using Loren on purpose?
Yes.
No. What are we talking about? No. She didn't leave when I came back. The first day we had a whole situation. Like, all right, look, this was gonna happen, and when it's time for us to roll, it changed. No, the first question was about, the only person who asked me about my baby maternity leave was Envy. All right, I walked in, she addressed the hate in the comments. That was the first thing she addressed when I came back. I'm like, what the hell would I want to talk about that?
Off air, though,
So
right?
yeah. We started talking off air. But
I'm saying even prior to you even coming back.
So then I felt uncomfortable that first day. So I'm like, all right, look. Thea was like, all right, well, we'll just take her off air. She was back the next week. All right, cool. Because there was a voice. Y'all wanted her on air. There was a voice. They wanted her there. They wanted her here. There's a place for Loren in the show. All right, cool. If there's a place for her on the show,
you wanted her
let's
here
do
too,
it
though.
another way. Yeah.
Because you said you wanted to change the segment from Jess with the Mess to the Loren.
That was eventually.
Okay.
Even when it came down to it still being called Jess with the Mess, and then I'm introducing her to introduce stories. That was pointless and it was stupid. It's no Jess with the Mess. Just make it Brown Girl Grinding or Loren with the latest or Loren's Legal Corner. I'm giving ideas. I'm like, yo. I even went to Taylor, yo, change that. Take that Jess with the Mess off of that. I feel like I'm getting credit for something I'm not doing, and it's stupid because this is not what she does. Is not Jess with the Mess. I read headlines and I give commentary. I say what people thinking.
I agree. Can I ask
You know
a
what I'm
question?
saying? Yeah, she's more of a reporter. She's
Can I
journalism.
ask a question?
What?
Why didn't you wear the do-rag this morning?
Because
Why you joke so much, man?
What you mean?
It's not a joke.
it's not a
man.
do-rag. It's
not
a
a
silk
joke,
scarf,
man.
nigga. But it's not.
It's not a joke,
I'm
man.
If you're
serious.
gonna bring it to the radio, I want to laugh.
It's not a joke, but
Okay.
it's not a joke.
It's a serious issue about
It
it.
is a serious issue.
Okay, let me just
Now-
sit back and watch then, because I'm not Joe Clark.
Because it's not.
I am actually. Give me my baseball bat.
Now it's now Envy. That's what I'm saying. No, nobody has even tried to clean up the narrative that I'm a villain. Man,
You're not a villain.
This
Who said
girl
you a
is.
villain?
Yo, stop acting like you don't live in them comments too, Charlotte. Stop acting like you don't understand.
What do I always tell you? I say stop listening to the internet. Stop listening to the comments. Stop listening to the folks on YouTube. Don't let them trick you out your position. What you did last night is what they want you to do, and you can't let the internet win.
No, but look, it's not even about what they want me to do. I did last night what I wanted to do, what I felt like I should have been did. I've been asking questions.
The internet loves mess.
Ben.
And one of the easiest ways to create mess is to pit people against each other, especially two women. And I don't dwell in that. And y'all know that.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing. You let the internet dictate what's going on. We've had conversations, and this is the thing. This is why I thought it was corny, and it's just me personally. I thought it was corny because we have conversations up here. We just have a meeting. If you had an issue, a problem, a situation, or something that you felt, why you ain't bring it to the team? When you came back, Jess, I pulled you to the side. I said, Jess, if you feel uncomfortable, if you don't want Loren in the room, this is your show. We can make that change whenever you want. Did I not say that to you?
Yeah, you did. It's not about wanting her in a room, yo. It's about the segment. Like it was like y'all,
Have that
y'all
conversation
wanted
off
her.
air. If you had a problem, say it to us.
I've
We had a
had
meeting yesterday.
conversations off air. What
Not
are you
like
talking
that.
about?
Not like nobody having my back because we have your back. As far as the Corey Holcomb thing, y'all been beefing for 11
I'm
years.
not worrying about it's not even about
You worried about comments. And you worried about what people say after.
I'm worried about the
comments,
perception
man.
and my reputation of being on the
They've
show.
been ishing on me for 15 years. They've been ishing on
Exactly.
Charlotte for
Rightfully so.
15
But
years.
that's on you. And the things that people ish on me for is on
I don't
me.
let it affect me because I know who I am as a person. I don't give a F what them people say in the comments. I know who I am. I know what I do. You let them people get in the comments and F with you. You're great at what you do.
Everybody simmer down.
Like, you a dope.
You're very
you
dope.
let them people piss you off. No, off them niggas. Like, you nice. Like, what you do is funny.
I tell you that all the time on air.
You brought that energy that we needed to the Breakfast Club. And you let a bitch-ass person in the comments say something to stand you up. I tell you, F them niggas.
We don't even know who these people are.
They could be bots and all that. But, and we doing it on air when we could have did it behind the scenes. Like, I F with you the long way, not on some internet-ish. And to hear that through there, that's whack, man.
It's very light-skinned.
So Loren Lorosa is the new host of The Breakfast Club. She filled in while Jess was on maternity leave. And when Jess came back, she stayed because the audience loved her. So just a little background. She recently worked with TMZ as a senior news producer / reporter for over 7 years. Her specialty is pop culture. So, she has the skills, she knows how to deliver the news, and that's what the audience fell in love with. But let's take a listen at what she had to say about Jess crashing out.
If there's an issue for real, and then it don't be no movement in here, it's like there's an issue outside and then there's no movement in here, and then we just all in here like hee ha. Like, you're doing a lot of it right now. You're laughing and joking, but for real, you know that she's up here crying. Nothing about that is funny. Like, there's real issues and real problems, and we don't really get to the gist of it. Ever.
I want the record to show I see Jess cry a lot. So.
It doesn't matter if you see her cry 1,000 times.
It's talking about
I'm not talking to y'all. I'm not talking to y'all. See, because when I try to be serious and talk, you see what I'm saying? You see how they do me?
What I'm saying is that I think at this moment, because this is East Side High, West Side, whatever high we gonna be, we here and we together, so we got to figure this out. And it's not, everything's not a joke. And I can understand some of where you was coming from, but bro, part of that live I thought was crazy. I'm like, what, Jess? Like,
what part did you think was crazy?
What part? Because like, one, it's not like you didn't hear anything in that live that I haven't said to you.
I heard a lot that you didn't say to me.
Okay, so what part did I not say to you?
Okay, so the part about the talking over each other and the hush, be quiet, because you talk about how you feel in real time, right?
Yeah.
I'm feeling in real time. That be quiet. That was crazy. It's crazy. The shut up, I was like, oh, okay, because what we really giving up here? Like, what's up?
Okay,
right?
But I none of that was said. You didn't say anything about that.
And then when I pulled you into the office with our EP, with Eddie, the first thing I said to you was, Jess, we fighting for airtime and it shouldn't be like that. I want to know what can I do better as a producer? What can we do better as the two women sitting right here next to each other to make sure that don't happen, because it doesn't look good. It's not going to play well for either one of us.
I literally swear to God, I don't even remember you saying that.
And that's exactly why I had Eddie in the room, or EP.
I don't understand. I never ever heard that. Because you've pulled me to the side a few times to ask me, are you okay? How do you feel like about the stories and things like that? You've never said what you just said to me. Now listen. I have said, hush, shut up. Yo, you overtalk. And like I said, I'm not about to be up here fighting for no mic. Like, I'm not doing it. If I already got the job, like, what am I doing? Like, I'm not. It's full voices. Three of us are very opinionated. You know what I mean? Me, you, and Charlamagne. I'm not saying Envy don't got no opinion, but he don't jump in every single time there's dead air. You know what I'm saying? When you overtalk. And it's like the only time you can quiet down is somebody be like, shut up or hush.
My mom don't even tell me shut up, Jess. I'm a grown-ass woman.
And I understand. You could have said that on air right then and there. But right after, when you say you put me in office, you never put me nowhere to tell me that.
Because the way that I do things when it comes to my job and my career, that's not what we on. And I told you from the jump, I was never going to give that to you.
Okay.
Ever. And I did I not? Our first conversation, I said, if I ever have an issue with you, I'm going to handle it in a way where we can get through a conversation, because we grown, and regardless, you don't got to love me. You don't got to like me, but we here together. I'm here.
And listen, like I said earlier, the internet loves me.
Yes, you are here.
And one of the easiest ways to create messages, women against each other.
And you're here because of an opportunity that I extended.
Regardless,
no. I'm not sitting here like you don't deserve to be here. I'm not sitting here like you're not here. You're not going anywhere. That's not. Let's first and foremost, let's get that. It may be my delivery or whatever, but yeah, you are here. I ain't never say you shouldn't be here. I said from the whole jump, yeah, Shorty do the job great. She's amazing. That's why I want it to be her segment.
I think y'all can work very well together. And once again, you got to stop letting the internet pit y'all against each other. I know the internet has created a narrative. Loren versus Jess versus Loren.
But that's what it is. And that's what I'm trying to say is the internet is there. We see it. None of us can ignore it. I saw that Corey thing a week ago. It didn't say nothing about it.
Y'all clear up everything else. Nobody want to clear up, but I'm not doing that. I don't like you. I'm hating on a.
They say I'm gay. That's true.
That's different now. Come on.
The last time I attempted to do that, Jess, it went so bad that I said I wasn't going to do it again.
Attempted to do what?
I don't dislike you. You don't dislike me. The day you came back. That's what my intentions was. And we talked about
that was different. The way when I did come back, Loren, you have to admit that ish was crazy. The way we had a setup, we had something going, we had a whole nother plan. It went left. You came in here and it's like you did something totally different. And the first thing that you spoke to was the things in the comments.
I feel like I had a behind the scenes meeting on air, which is kind of cool. But let's go to commercial or something and then come back.
Well, we need a resolution, bro. We'll take some phone calls, but like I'm resolution based and not argument based. So let's resolve this.
You're the number one beige raised person. You ain't never come up with a resolution, a solution in your life. Cut it out.
Well, I just want to say, Jess, what you feeling? We feel it together. And when the other thing happened that I called you about, I said that to you.
What was the other thing? Oh, you don't understand
the academics thing.
Mm.
And I want you to know, I responded
To me, it's just leave.
I responded to that on Twitter. I didn't send it to you. I didn't feel like I had to, but I did. But I called you about it.
The comments. Stop listening to the comments.
Let me talk.
In real life, we love everybody. Y'all love each other. This can work.
It will work. It will work. What I'm saying, no, because this is
what I'm saying. Don't let it.
They're making it a topic, and that was the problem because we're talking about
exactly. What I'm saying is that this will work, but sometimes this might have to happen, and it's happening with love. Because when I saw Jess crying, I came in here because I care about you. Have to be okay for all of this to be okay. And I'm a producer at the end of the day. You my talent. We gonna be straight. Everything's gonna be fine.
So Jess clearly cracked due to the pressure on the internet, with people giving Loren her praises for her reporting skills. And I would just like to say, I hope Jess remembers when Angela Yee left and they were looking for, a replacement on the show, and many other persons came. And when she finally came, everyone was like, okay, she should be the next person for the show. People were giving her praises too, because they wanted to see her on the show. So now Loren is on the show and people are like, okay, we like this girl too. Let's, she can work. I want Jess to remember that it's the same thing. The only difference is that she was just filling in for Jess. So, and also people are praising Loren, but they're also being negative towards Jess, making it seem like she's no longer a good fit. But they have two different styles, and I think it works well, all four of them. And I want Jess to know, like, comparison is the biggest stealer of joy. So don't let the internet put you against someone and create something that's not there. Right? Obviously, they like you on the Breakfast Club. That's why you're there. They like Loren too. You guys can coexist, right? But this was just jealousy and insecurity on Jess's part. And in a way, I kind of don't blame her, because I would probably feel the same way if, I'm looking on the internet every day and people are being negative towards me. And I'm starting to feel like, oh, well, maybe I'm going to lose my job based on what I'm seeing. So I can't understand where she's coming from, but I do agree with Charlemagne and DJ Envy that she should not feed into what is being said on the internet, right? Her segment was called Jess with the Mess, and she was reading headlines and giving her commentary on, whatever the headline is. It's the same thing people are doing on the internet. They watch The Breakfast Club and they give their commentary on what they think about the host. So I don't think she should take it that personal, seeing that she does the same thing for a living, but sometimes you can dish it, but you can't take it, right? But I like both women on the show. I think it balances out perfectly. I think Jess should also get Jess with the Mess segment back, and Loren gets another segment for herself. But I can understand where Jess is coming from, and I also understand that you're in that field, you're on the internet, you're going to get criticized no matter what you do. So just don't feed into it. And it's kind of hard to say don't feed into it when you're not in the person's shoe, but don't feed into it. Stay positive. Do you. Remember why they chose you, right? Stand 10 toes down and don't let anyone see you sweat, girl. What are you doing? So I just want to say welcome back to the streets, Lisa Iper. Welcome back. Lisa Iper is a Jamaican dancehall artist who recently went through a manic episode similar to what Kanye is going through right now that resulted in some outrageous behavior on the internet, but she went to get treatment and is back and better than before. So I just want to take this time to remind everyone that mental illness is real and we should not stigmatize anyone, but give them grace and understanding. Take care of yourself, guys. Also, check out her music. Welcome back, Lisa. We missed you. Moving right along. Monique called out Tyler Perry again. Tyler Perry recently went to Angie Stone's funeral, which he made a speech, and the speech inspired Monique to call him out on his wrongdoing to her in the past. Let's listen to the speech and listen to what Monique had to say.
Bishop Bonner, thank you for having me here. Thank you for allowing us to do this, to put her to rest in fashion of the queen that she was. So the family, I want you to know something, especially her children. My mother died at 64, and Angie was a year younger than my mother was when she passed. But in her song, she said, in time, it gets a little better. So my prayer for you is that time is kind to you. Everybody who came up here talking about Angie, I didn't know her like a lot of other people knew her. My experiences with her would be me going to a show or her talking to her. I remember one time she was doing a show at the Civic Center, and I went to see the show, and she was telling me some things that were going on. And she's like, would you come on stage when I sing Brother? I was like, yeah, absolutely. So I'm there, and she's singing the song, just singing her heart out and her soul. Got a text from video from Taraji P. Henson. She was saying, let me tell you a story about Angie. Then I started hearing all these stories about her. Taraji said she had just done Baby Boy, wasn't really super famous. And she heard that Angie was at a club, and she went to see her at the club, and Angie didn't perform, but she came out, and she's like, well, I'm so sorry I came to see you. And she's like, the promoter ain't have my money, so I want to go down the street of those promoters and record labels and people not paying folks. But anyway, Taraji said she took her in the corner and she sung a song for her in that club. That's the heart of a person. That's the soul of a person who cared about her fans, who cared about getting paid. You know, I was being interviewed by this woman once, and she was telling me, she's like, Tyler, I just want to tell you, I can always tell when they're going to go left, because the interview starts, all these questions. And then it's like, the black women in your movies, do you portray them as such negativity, and they're always going through something, and they're always, and just a black woman. I asked her, I said, you ever been through something? She's like, my life is great. I have a great husband. My kids are great. Everything's wonderful. I said, God bless you that you can live a perfect life. That's wonderful. Then I turned to her and asked her, I said, how old are you? She said, 25. I said, baby, keep living. But I look at these young folks who are living these lives, and they think that it's supposed to be the way that it is on Instagram. And they're forgetting about the people who have paved the way for them to be in that situation. They're forgetting about the women like Angie Stone, who's been in the business all of these years. You're going to forget about what she did, all of the people that she put on and helped. So you got to go through something to write a song like $20. Because then she says, what you know about being poor. She don't say poor, she says poor. What you know about having to borrow from the neighbor next door. These are her words. What you know about bumming rides. What you know about having to swallow your pride. And this is the part of the song that got to me when she said, what do you do when you're through? When you're always helping people and nobody is there for you. Y'all gotta forgive me because I'm angry at the way she was treated. I did not know all the things that she was going through. Recently, I found out because I'm not on Instagram. I'm not being hooked and manipulated by an algorithm telling me what to think and how to feel. So I don't see everything. But to think that this woman was in the business for all of these years, and there's a difference between performing because you want to and performing because you have to. All of those years, all of those songs, all of that money that was owed to her, where is it? It's wrong. It is wrong. And I'm tired of seeing us struggle and go through things and work hard and not reap the benefits of what we were supposed to reap. But you got to be careful when you start mistreating people, especially children of God, because the Bible says, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. And I'm going to tell you something. This woman was a prophet. She prophesied and preached her own eulogy. What am I talking about? In her song, No More Rain in This Cloud, she says, my sunshine has come. And I'm all cried out. There's no more rain in this cloud. And many of you may not know this, but I'm a pilot. And when you are a pilot, the first thing you study is the weather. And I learned about clouds, and what a cloud is particles, air and particles. And when the rain gets in that cloud and the particles gets too heavy, it becomes to rain. It drops to the ground. It falls. It is just like our souls. We hold so much in. We hold so much pain. We hold so much that it has to come out of our eyes as tears. But the beauty of what she was talking about is when a cloud has no more tears, it dissipates. It's gone. But if you listen to that song again, there's a part that I want you to really, really, really listen to. She said, what goes around comes around. What goes up must come down. The things you do come back to you. And then she said, y'all believe that? She was preaching, y'all. I can take you to the word where in Galatians it says, be not deceived. God is not mocked. That a man soweth, he shall also reap. This woman sold good things to people. She sold kindness to people. She sold joy to people. She sold love and her voice to people. So if you are like her and like me, who get tired of helping people and watch them dog you out, if you are like her and like me, I'm going to tell you this. Don't stop doing good. Don't stop being kind. Be not weary in your well-doing, for in due season you will reap a harvest of blessings. God bless you, family. God bless you, Angie. My heart, my soul is with you. I'm so glad that there's no more rain in your cloud. Angie.
So after the speech became public, Monique took to her Instagram and said this. Open letter to Tyler Perry. We would like to give our heartfelt condolences to Angie Stone's family and friends. Sister Angie, we stand on the shoulders of the elders and ancestors like you. So please know that your fight inspired us to write this letter and that the fight doesn't end with your passing, as it is only beginning. Dear Tyler Perry, I recently watched your heartfelt speech at Angie Stone's funeral where you expressed frustration over her mistreatment by the music industry. It struck me and my husband Sydney as poignant, but also made us reflect on some unsettling discrepancies in your actions towards me. Number one, you expressed anger over Angie's mistreatment, yet you labeled me difficult to work with despite never having worked with me. How can you condemn poor treatment of others when you've imposed the same on me? We have audio of you admitting you were wrong. Number two, you asked, where's the money she's owed? Well, where's my public apology that you promised in 2016? The false narrative you perpetrated helped blackball me, costing tens of millions. Where's the restitution for that? You mentioned being tired of us not receiving the benefits we deserve, yet you asked me to promote Precious for free without a contract or compensation, which highlights your double standard. You said we should be careful in how we treat children of God. As a man of faith, where is your responsibility to act with love and truth? You promised me an apology years ago, but it's yet to come. Unlike the music industry, which you rightly criticize, we have audio documentation of your actions. Shouldn't you be held accountable too? In closing, I hope your words at Angie's funeral inspire you to correct the wrongs done to my family and me. You have the power to do so. As you've shared biblical teachings, please remember, what will it profit a man to gain the whole world but lose his soul? Mark 8 verse 36. We await your response with love and respect. Monique and Sydney. Monique has been keeping her foot on Tyler Perry's neck. Every time he comes up for oxygen, she's like, oh no, sir, get back down there. But for me, this is a long overdue, past due. It's almost like, really, at this point. She did explain on Club Shay Shay's podcast that she was blackballed for a while based on things that were said about her that were untrue in the industry. She also expressed how this has affected her financially. And for me, if Tyler Perry knows he's wrong, just admit it and apologize. Like for me, it's overdue. She's not letting it go. And if someone has wronged you wrongfully, then I don't blame you for not letting it go, right? But for me, it's clear she's hurt. You know, she's hurt by his words and his actions. And I don't feel like he's too big to say, Monique, if I have wronged you, I am sorry. Like, don't let it be difficult. Don't draw something out so long. If you've hurt someone and you see wherein they are offended, which they have a right to be, just please, just apologize. Just apologize so you guys can move forward. That's it. But I don't have a lot to say in regards to this, because for me, it's just overdue. And as I said, she's keeping her foot on his neck. So whenever he pops out, she's going to pop out with him. You know? So, like, wrap it up, guys. Hang it up, flat screen. Anyways, guys, that's it for today's show. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Until next time, bye.